I'm about to show you how to cook a home-cooked drumstick recipe. First, you want to clean your sink out. You want to get you some bleach and some hot water and just rub it down thorough. Then you want to open the chicken and you want to take the chicken out and cut the skin off. That's what I like to do. I mean, it's just my preference. You could do whatever you want. If you do decide to cut the skin off, I'm gonna show you what you can do with that afterwards. You can get you just like a little plastic Walmart bag, Snooks, Target, whatever you want, and just set the skin to the side. And we're going to come back to that later. I'm going to show you what to do with that. After that, you want to clean the chicken off. You want to get you 2 pans. You want to get you one with holes in it. I mean, you don't have to. You can just use one pan and just clean it and dump it. But I like to use a cap full of distilled vinegar, just like a cap full, and some hot water, and just rub it around, just like that. And then after that, I want to dump the dirty water out and do it again until the water is clear and clean. And then once I go through all that, I'm gonna just dump all my chicken in my strainer and let some of the water drip off of it, because you don't want your chicken to be too watery. I'm gonna do that again, cap full, pour it in my chicken, wash it again, dump it all in there, shake it up. Now you want to get you a whole onion and you just cut that up. Depending on if you want it sliced or diced, that's just how you're gonna cut it. I did mine sliced, which you gonna see why that probably wasn't the best for me, because my knife was kind of dull as well. So it took me a couple tries to cut through it, but as you see, I'm cutting through it now. And then I cut the first one up, and then when I get to the second one, y'all gonna see why I say I probably should have diced it. I cut my finger, and I was gonna keep going, but I realized it was bleeding too bad, so I had to go put a Band-Aid on. As y'all can see, the green Band-Aid right there. I had to rush to the sink and get it all cleaned up, but we all good. Now you're gonna want to get you a big salt pan and heat it up. I like to give me some olive oil, some extra virgin oil, sprinkle just a tad bit in there. Give me a handful of salt, dump that in there. And then I'm going to take my onions and go ahead and drop them all in there so I can mix them up. Make sure your pan is pretty hot before you do this, so you're not cooking your onions bad. Then you want to take all that and mix it together, get it sizzling, And there are my seasonings right there: ground pepper, onion, Cajun, and garlic powder. And I just dump all that in there. I pretty much do it all to my liking. I mean, you can follow the instructions. I can put them down below, but you should, if you're a cooker, you should know how much seasoning you need or you want. It's your preference, and then you cook all that up, mix it together. I throw me a little butter in there, keep mixing it up, till it's all sauteed. And now at this point, I take the clean chicken, and then I'm going to spread it around the whole pan. Try to do it evenly. My pan is pretty small, so I have to put some on top of each other, but hey, that's okay. And you see I left that skin at the end. I'm going to show you what to do with that. And now I'm going to take all my seasoning and I'm re-season all the chicken. So you can spread the seasoning throughout the whole food. You want to put a pretty good amount on there. You see I got 12 pieces, so depending on what you got, you're going to want to do a pretty good amount. And I mixed it all together, and then I seasoned it again. Okay, now I'm going to show you what you're going to do with that skin that was from the beginning of the video. I just throw a little water on there to see how hot my pan is. When it's sizzling, you know it's hot. Now I threw my butter in there, and I'm putting my skin on there. And then I'm going to mix that around. Oh, yeah, I would put my seasoning, my black pepper, garlic, everything, Y'all could do whatever y'all want. But I'm going to show y'all what it turns out at the end. After your chicken gets to simmering and stuff like that, you want to go ahead and get you a cup of water. With me, it only took 2 cups and a quarter about. But you just really want to make the water even around the chicken. A little bit can be poking up so your chicken could cook through. Now this right here is just a little extra for me. I wanted some rice on the side, so I just got me a little packet of rice. The ingredients on the back of the bag, you see right there, 2 cups of water. You just stir it up and make sure the pan's hot. You throw a little bit of water on there and then you mix it up. And it shouldn't take no more than 7 minutes, and it should be perfect al dente, that to your liking. But if you want, you can take a noodle out, taste it, see if it's good for you or not. That's my skin. That's my chicken boiling, simmering. And then the chicken's almost there. So then we're gonna have to throw that lid on there so that it cooks all the way through and steam. As you can see, my rice got done pretty quick, so I go ahead and put that lid back on there and let that sit. And then I'm gonna take my pieces of skin and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that. As I flip them and put my seasoning on the other side, I'm gonna put them on a pan and throw them in the oven at 350, and we're gonna let those sit for like 10-15 minutes. And those gonna come out nice and crispy how I like. You can go ahead and check your rice again, make sure it's still steamy and hot. And then mix it around a little bit, get the flavor going. And then we go ahead and cut that oven off. Let's get it. So I had set a timer for 20 minutes, and as you can see, that's boiling pretty good. 3, 2, 1, and then we're done with that. Let's go ahead and check our chicken. As you can see right here, when I lift it up, you already see the chicken falling off the bone. That's how you want it to look. And it's still simmering. Yeah, that looks good, y'all. We gonna eat good for real. Now, I want to set my plate up. Just got me a little great plate. I start with my rice, put a little bit in the corner. I eat big. I got to get to it. I got my chicken right here. I just start off with 2 pieces, something light. I can always come back for more. But depending on what y'all want, y'all can do 3, 4. It don't matter. That's my chicken, my rice, and then y'all forgot about that skin, so here we go. I'm finna put that on there, and look how crispy those is. Yeah, them look just like chips. It ain't much, but y'all give it a try. Let me know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.